And Joshua and all the men of war came suddenly on them and struck them, and they fell into their hands, for the Lord had delivered them into the hands of the children of Israel. So the children of Israel pursued all these kings with their camps and struck them until there was none left of them. And Joshua did to them as the Lord had spoken to him. Joshua returned at that time to Shazor, and struck it with the sword, and destroyed every soul in it, and burned it with fire. From Shazor, Joshua passed to Shimron, and struck it and utterly destroyed it. From there he passed to Akshaph, and did to it as he had done to Shimron. From there he passed to Adullam, and he struck all the people in it. And he did to Adullam as he had done to Akshaph and to Shimron. He passed from them to all the cities of the kings which he had smitten, and he struck all the people that were left of them, and he utterly destroyed them. Only their booty and cattle the Israelites took to themselves as a prey, but every human being they struck, they permitted not a soul to live. As the Lord had commanded Moses, so did Joshua and all Israel. They failed not in anything. So Joshua and all the children of Israel struck the whole land of Canaan, as the Lord had commanded them, and struck all their kings, being 31 kings. And the children of Israel took their whole country, besides the kingdoms of Sihon and Og, which are on the other side of Jordan, of which Moses had smitten many cities. Moses gave them to the Reubenites and the Gadites, and to half the tribe of Manasseh. And Joshua struck all the kings that were on this side of the Jordan to the west, and gave them for an inheritance to 9 tribes, and to the half tribe of Israel. For 5 years Joshua carried on the war with these kings, and he gave their cities to the Israelites, and the land became tranquil from battle throughout the cities of the Amorites and the Canaanites. At that time, in the 5th year, after the children of Israel had passed over Jordan, after the children of Israel had rested from the war with the Canaanites, great and severe battles arose between Edom and the children of Chittim, and the children of Chittim fought against Edom. Abienus, king of Chittim, went forth in that year, that is the 31st year of his reign, and a great force with him of the mighty men of the children of Chittim, and he went to Seir to fight against the children of Esau. Hadad, king of Edom, heard of this report, and he went forth to meet him with many people and a strong force, and he engaged in battle with him in the field of Edom. And the hand of Chittim prevailed over the children of Esau, and the children of Chittim killed of the children of Esau 22,000 men, and all the children of Esau fled from before them. The children of Chittim pursued them, and they reached Hadad, king of Edom, who was running before them, and they caught him alive, and brought him to Abienus, king of Chittim. And Abienus ordered him to be slain. Hadad, king of Edom, died in the 48th year of his reign. And the children of Chittim continued their pursuit of Edom. They struck them with a great slaughter of Edom, and Edom became subject to the children of Chittim. And the children of Chittim ruled over Edom, and Edom came under the hands of the children of Chittim, and became one kingdom from that day. From that time they could no more lift up their heads, and their kingdom became one with the children of Chittim. Abienus placed officers in Edom, and all the children of Edom became subject to Abienus, and he turned back to his own land, Chittim. When he returned, he renewed his government and built for himself a spacious and fortified palace for a royal residence, and reigned securely over the children of Chittim and over Edom. In those days, after the children of Israel had driven away all the Canaanites and the Amorites, Joshua was old and advanced in years. And the children said to Joshua, "You are old, advanced in life, and a great part of the land remains to be possessed. Now therefore, divide this land for an inheritance to the 9 tribes and to the half-tribe of Manasseh. And Joshua rose up and did as the Lord had spoken to him. And he divided the whole land to the tribes of Israel as an inheritance according to their divisions. But to the tribe at Levi he gave no inheritance. The offerings of the Lord are their inheritance, as the Lord had spoken of them by the hand of Moses. Joshua gave Mount Hebron to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, one portion above his brothers, as the Lord had spoken through Moses. Therefore Hebron became an inheritance to Caleb and his children to this day. Joshua divided the whole land by lots to all Israel for an inheritance, as the Lord had commanded him. And the children of Israel gave cities to the Levites from their own inheritance, and suburbs for their cattle and property, as the Lord had commanded Moses. So did the children of Israel. And they divided the land by lot, whether great or small. They went to inherit the land according to their boundaries, and the children of Israel gave to Joshua the son of Nun an inheritance among them. But the word of the Lord they gave to him the city which he required, Timnath, Serach, and Mount Ephraim, and he built the city and lived therein. These are the inheritances which Eleazar, the priest of Joshua and son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes portioned out to the children of Israel by lot in Shiloh, before the Lord, at the door of the tabernacle, and they left off dividing the land. And the Lord gave the land to the Israelites, and they possessed it as the Lord had spoken to them, and as the Lord had sworn to their ancestors. And the Lord gave to the Israelites rest from all their enemies around them, and no man stood up against them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their hands, and not one thing failed of all the good which the Lord had spoken to the children of Israel. Yes, the Lord performed everything. Joshua called to all the children of Israel, and he blessed them and commanded them to serve the Lord, and afterward sent them away. They went each man to his city, and each man to his inheritance.